All right, Dadhood. So it is 2024 officially, and a lot of us had the opportunities to spend some quality time with our kids. Hopefully, we all got to spend some quality time with our kids over the holiday break there. And the interesting thing is that I've been running into a lot of different dads and moms also, but talking about this concept of did you do enough, right? It's this pressure as a parent, this feeling of time is slipping away. It's finite, right? And that's so true. And I think that we all should have that perspective because if you don't, you might also take a lot of the time for granted. So this concept of did you do enough? Meaning if you have little ones like myself, I have a 9 and an 8-year old, and when you really break it down and I think about it, it's like, oh my gosh, my 9-year old's possibly halfway to like his adulthood, right? However that looks. And my 8-year old is almost right there too. So may only have 9, 10 quality like years with them still living in the house if that's what they decide to move out at 18. And that puts a lot of pressure at 9 years old, at 8 years old. Did I do enough? Did I connect enough? Did we play enough games? Did we go do enough activities? Did I get them enough gifts? Did I show up as my best? Did they feel loved? Did they feel like we connected? See, there's a lot of questions that go into that. And I think part of this concept of did we do enough really stems back to that time pressure. And I don't know if that's actually the best way for us dads to really look at it. Ultimately, I think we should be asking a couple of questions that were embedded in that. Did I give them quality time? And did I connect with my children? Because we don't know how much time we have, and we can't predict that. And we don't want to take it for granted. But if we focus more days than not of having mini or micro moments of genuine connection where you're feeling each other's presence, you're feeling the joy, the creativity, the excitement, the play with your children. I believe that compounded over day after day or a few times a week, week over week over week for years leading up to that time where, they are adults. I truly believe that that will set a bigger impact than some of those other things. Like, did I do enough activities with them? Did I buy them enough stuff? Did we go on enough vacations? Where these things are great. I believe the true quality is really that day to day, that how did you make them feel? It's that whole saying, no one will remember what you said, but they will remember how you made them feel. I think if we can keep that in the back of our mind with our children and understand the importance of how we make them feel, and some of those feelings, that have been coming up for me personally, have been like, am I making them feel safe? Am I making them feel valid? Am I making them feel loved? Because I think if I can create some of those core values or foundations with the way that they feel around me in my presence, that will create then the memories that they get to take on. And I think it's really important too for some of you dads out there that have children that are older, that are 18 plus. Don't forget about them. How are you making them feel too? Maybe the time's not as frequent with them, especially when they are a lot older and they have their own families. But when you are connecting, how are you making them feel? It's never too late. It's never too late to connect on a genuine level with your kids. I'm seeing that more and more. The more dads I talk to, that message is being reiterated over and over and over again. So anyway, did you do enough? Most likely. If you don't feel like you did enough, don't just bank on the holidays, people. It's the day to day that really counts. Keep being the dad that you're meant to be. Appreciate you, Dadhood.